Hello and welcome back. In today's video, I am going to discuss the concept of degeneracy in quantum mechanics. You see, in a quantum mechanical system, we can have a large number of eigenfunction solutions or wave function solutions. Now, sometimes if more than one solution or state shares the same energy level, then we call that state as degenerate. Let me repeat, if more than one quantum mechanical state in a given system shares the same energy level, we call that state as degenerate. Now, to understand this concept of degeneracy, I have two examples. One, a system which has no degeneracy whatsoever, and another, a system which has a large number of degenerate states. By looking at both their states, the concept of degeneracy will become very clear to you. You see, the first is the case of a particle in a 1D box in which a particle is moving along the x-axis but is confined at x is equal to 0 and x is equal to a. If we solve the Schrödinger equation for this kind of a system, we get a large number of eigenfunction solutions that correspond to distinct energy levels. So these are some of the examples where this is the ground state, this is the first excited state, second, third excited state, and on, which are the solutions of the Schrödinger equation that correspond to very distinct energy levels E1, E2, E3, E4, and on, which are different from one another. So you can see that the particle in the 1D box problem, all the states or the eigenfunction solutions are non-degenerate. That means none of these distinct solutions share the same energy level. So we call this as non-degenerate. Now, if you understand this problem, now let's come to the second case, which is the particle in a 3D box problem, where we will see degeneracy. Now, in the particle in a 3D box problem, the particle is free to move around in three-dimensional space, but again, it is confined by walls at 0a along x, y, and z axis respectively. So in a way, it is confined to a three-dimensional box. And if we solve the Schrödinger equation for this problem, then also we end up getting a large number of eigenfunction solutions, which has a general expression that looks like this. Here I have taken the example of a box which has the same dimension along x, y, and z axis. So therefore it ends up becoming root over 8 upon a cube sine nx pi upon ax sine ny pi upon ay and sine nz pi upon az. You can see that there are three distinct quantum numbers which are involved here: nx, ny, and nz. As opposed to the first problem in which there was only one quantum number n, which can take the values of 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. Here we can have nx, ny, and nz that can individually take the values of 1, 2, 3, 4 and on, each of them. And if we write down the energy levels for this particular state of this particular quantum mechanical system, then the energy level expression simply ends up becoming so for a general case, we will have an energy level that depends upon A and the B and the C respectively, the dimension of the box along x, y, and z axis. But because I have taken a special case where the dimension or the length of the sides are all equal, so it ends up becoming nx square plus ny square plus nz square I square h cross square upon 2ma square. This is the energy level and the associated eigenfunction solution for a particle in a 3D box potential. So in a similar fashion, if we try to draw the energy level diagram for different states of this given system, we should be able to see if there are distinct states which share the same energy level. So let's look at all these possible states and their corresponding energy levels. So let me write this particular expression as an x square plus an y square plus an z square E naught, where E naught is pi square h cross square upon 2 ma square. It's a constant, so it will become simple for us. And if we take the different values of, let's suppose, an x and y and z, and look at the nature of the degeneracy, the ground state for this particular problem would be what? What would be the ground state? The ground state would correspond to nx1, ny1 and z1. This will give me one distinct state, all right, one here, and the energy levels that I'm going to get corresponding to this state is 1 plus 1 plus 1, 3 E naught. So let's suppose I get 3 E naught somewhere here. So this corresponds to the state psi 1 1 1 that has energy of 3 E naught. All right. Since there is only one possibility of this state having this particular energy level, therefore we call the ground state as non-degenerate. Okay, this is non-degenerate. Now let's look at the first excited state. Now, what are the various possibilities of the first excited state? Let's suppose the various possibilities of the first excited state would give us something like 1, 1, 2 for nx, ny and z, or 1, 2, 1 for nx, ny and z, and 2, 1, 1 for nx, ny and z. You please notice that for all these three possibilities, I end up getting the exact same energy level. 1 square plus 1 square plus 2 square, so 4 plus 5, 6 E naught. So there are three distinct possible eigenfunction states which has the same energy level, 6 E naught. So if I represent this here in something that looks like this, so I can have a state which is psi 1 1 2, all right, that has an energy level of 6 E naught. I can have another state psi 1 2 1 and another state psi 2 1 1, and all these distinct states will have the energy of 6 E naught. This is what I'm talking about. These eigenfunction solutions are very much distinct, and their corresponding probability densities are also very much distinct, but they all have the same energy level. Now this is very much different from the ground state, where there is only one possibility of an eigenstate solution, one possibility of a probability density distribution, and one possibility of an energy level. Okay, that's why we call this state as degenerate state, and we say that it has n-fold degeneracy. How many possibilities are there? 3. So we say that this has this is threefold degenerate. Are you following? I hope this makes sense. Let's take a look at the second excited state. So if we take a look at the second excited state, what are the various possibilities for second excited state? The various possibilities of the second excited state are, let's suppose 1 2 2, 2 1 1, and 2 2 1, or I should say 2 1 2, and finally 2 2 1. All these possibilities will lead to an energy level of 2 square plus 2 square, 4 plus 4, 8 plus 1, 9 E naught. So again, I have three distinct states. Psi 1, 2, 2, psi 2, 1, 2, and psi 2, 2, 1 that has an energy eigenvalue of 9 E naught. All right. So these are all three distinct eigenstate solutions having their own distinct probability densities but the same energy level. All right. If we take this discussion further, so can you tell me what is the degeneracy of this second excited state? Again, it's threefold degenerate. Okay, threefold degenerate. Let's take this to the next step. So what is the next possibility? Let's suppose I say that this is the third excited state. The third excited state possibilities are 1, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, and 3, 1, 1. That leads to 9 plus 1 plus 1, 11 E naught. So I can have psi 1, 1, 3, psi 1, 3, 1, and psi 3, 1, 1 that shares the energy eigenvalue of 11 E naught. So again, this is a threefold degenerate state. Let's take one more example, okay? So the next would be the fourth excited state. So if we go to fourth excited state, then what are the various possible values of nx, ny, and z? 2, 2, 2. So that would give us 4 plus 4 plus 4, 12. E naught. So psi 2, 2, 2, that would give us 12 E naught. Now notice here that this, however, is the only state that is possible for this energy level. That means this state, however, is non-degenerate. So what this tells us is that some of the states are degenerate, some of the states are non-degenerate. It all boils down to the fact that are there distinct eigenfunction solutions of the Schrödinger equation that share the same energy level? If they do, we call that state as degenerate. If they do not, we call that state as non-degenerate. Now, the particle in the 3D box is not the only problem that demonstrates this kind of a phenomena of degeneracy. You can see similar kind of a degeneracy for a particle in a 2D box. You can also see similar degeneracy for a multidimensional harmonic oscillator, or you can also see degeneracy for the hydrogen atom problem. So degeneracy is very common in different kinds of quantum mechanical systems where the solutions of the Schrödinger equation can share the same energy level. Now, what is the problem that arises from degeneracy? The problem is that these are all mathematical solutions, right? These are all mathematical solutions of the Schrödinger equation. We can never really measure them in a lab. The only thing we can do is we can find an indirect correlation in the lab. So if I have an actual example in a lab and I'm trying to measure what is the state of that quantum mechanical system, I will not find the eigenfunction solution. What I will find is the energy of that system. So for example, if in this particular problem, I make a measurement and I find that the energy of the system is this, pi square h cross square upon 2ma square, then I can conclude that this system is in the ground state, right? But what if I make a measurement on this system and I find that the system has an energy of, let's suppose, 11 E naught. then can I conclude that the system is in psi 113 or psi 131 or psi 311? I can't. The system is equally likely to be in either of these states. So in a non-degenerate state, once I make a measurement and find an energy level, we can easily confirm the state of that given quantum mechanical system. But for degenerate states, we cannot make that conclusion. Degenerate states have an equal probability that a system is going to be in that particular state. This is the concept of degeneracy in quantum mechanics. If you are a student preparing for various examinations in India like Physics IIT JAM, NET or GATE Physics, then you can find extremely dedicated courses, both live and recorded courses, on our platform elevateclasses.in. That is all for today. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.